was involved in the art explosion summer camp when the idea of the project, As I See Myself, came to me. I was curious to know what the children thought about themselves, and I gave each of them a mirror. I asked the children to draw their own faces, paying attention to details while looking in the mirrors. Then the idea was that they would look at themselves in the mirrors and study each part of their face and discover every detail that they had in their faces. And when they felt ready, they began to paint themselves on the canvas without losing track of the image that was in the mirror. Their final drawings were amazingly detailed. I was surprised to see their drawing and impressed of how clearly they were painted, and how each of these portraits reflected the essence of each of them. There was a special case of a 5-year-old girl. She painted herself very well, with a big smile, but she drew an X on her forehead. So I asked her, "Why do you paint yourself like that?" And she replied, "Because I'm a bad girl."
Some children have a hard time seeing themselves. They see themselves in the wrong light. Sometimes they don't hear it enough, so they have a hard time saying it. Some children are very confident, and it's a wonderful way to just spread it out in the world.
I feel like I could do anything.
I believe that what inspires me to do this project is my concern about the children in our world. I have many vivid memories of my childhood. I remember one day when I was so anxious because I couldn't see myself inside, and I asked God, why I couldn't look at me from the inside? I touched my flesh without understanding what part of me was inside my skin. I was scared and no one was there to explain that feeling to me. That is one of many memories and feelings that continue hitting me at times. So I realized that the girl that I was once is still inside me. So I came to the conclusion that every time I see an adult angry, grumpy, or frustrated, it is because inside that person is a broken child who needs to be healed. I always ask myself, what happened to that person when he was a child? This self-reflection helps me look at that person with a different perspective and tolerance. I believe that children are our future. We grown-ups need to understand how important children are, encouraging the children by listening what they want to say or express, showing love, respect, and discipline. Otherwise, if we do not make them visible, this world will continue to be full of people broken inside. People who forget to dream, people who forget to love, people who forget to believe, people full of fears and frustrations.
But as a teacher, you do have a lot of influence. What you do in your classroom, what you promote in your classroom is shaping a little person into a big person.
Have a nice personality.
That I'm always happy and that I can make a lot of friends with them.
That I have a best friend.
I'm always happy.
So,
I'm nice.
what is that you don't like about yourself?
Sometimes I could be mean.
Sometimes I feel sad. Sometimes I get a bit introverted.
Yeah, sometimes I do bad things and I can't.
Not only that, children are growing more and more alone, trapped in social networks and violent games. We are in times where communication is lost, where 7-year-old children have already had thoughts about suicide, and where babies have been sexually assaulted. Children are diagnosed with attention disorder or hyperactivity, and the default response is to give them a pill and a tablet to show those feelings and continue our sense of normalcy. As I See Myself project is a space where children will have a voice, where they can express themselves through art, where they can dream and draw their future.
I want to be a doctor when I grow up.
A vet.
Police. A SWAT officer.
An artist.
I want to be an actor.
I want to be a singer and an artist.
Where they can look at themselves in the mirror and realize that they are unique, that they are perfect in the way they are, that they are not alone, that they can be what they want to be in this life. The possibilities are endless. We can choose to be light. We can choose to inspire others.